I'm really looking forward to the game against Argentina. It's going to be a big game. There's going to be a lot of nerves surrounding that fixture. So I'm looking forward to it. But I'd imagine, well, while I'm actually watching the game, I'm going to be nervous as hell.
Hello, Harvey. How you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you checking from today?
We are in Atlanta today, so we're in a hotel just near the airport, which we just stayed in for one night, and then we're driving closer towards the actual city and stuff today in a better location.
Okay, and so how far is that drive?
It's only about half an hour, so it's not too bad. We've had worse.
Nice. And how are you feeling after a crazy few days?
I'm quite optimistic, I'm really looking forward to the game against Argentina. It's the first time in my lifetime where we've played them in a maybe at all, but I was going to say in a major tournament. So it's going to be a big game. There's going to be a lot of nerves surrounding that fixture. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'd imagine, well, while I'm actually watching the game, I'm going to be nervous as hell.
And how was it at the Norway game?
Yeah, it was really good, to be fair. I quite liked the stadium. So the almost the away end as such is where we were with all the fans was again one of those kind of steeper grounds. It felt more like an away ends than other stadiums have felt. The only problem though was the pitch was too close to the side, to the end of the grass, if that makes sense. That from our seat, I think everyone around us couldn't really see the goal unless you're really leaning over in terms of the actual net and goal. So every time we're through on goal, no, we're high, so we're really high up, but it was really steep and goes far back. So then your angle of the goal was almost cut off by other people's heads.
No way.
So everyone's trying to poke their head over when we're through on goal. But luckily I managed to get a good view of all the goals. So I was all right.
And so last time you were in Mexico, you got there 4 hours before the game. How long did you get there this time before?
Yeah, we got there quite early again, just because of traffic, and everyone was kind of advised to get there early. Especially Scotland fans have been there earlier on in the tournament, and kind of had to ditch their Ubers because they were just in standstill. So we took that advice and just kind of went really early. There's actually loads of almost like benches and bars and stuff in the ground, in the concourse area, because it's quite big. So we got there early. Some of us got a bit of food, and we just sat down on one of the benches for an hour or so, and then went to our seat for another hour, and then all of a sudden it was time for kickoff. So not as early as Mexico, but a lot earlier than I would for a normal football game.
And how was the atmosphere compared to Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico was obviously a lot better. That in terms of everything, in terms of the Mexican fans, everything combined, but the atmosphere was still great. I think everyone's getting a bit of World Cup fever now, and really you can feel it in the away ends. People are really, really excited for watching this team, compared to maybe the group stages where there's still just a little bit of expectation to win.
Yeah, and the ground itself, you said it's really nice. You've got benches there, not an air-conditioned stadium. So how was that compared to the other one?
No, God, it was hard. I feel bad for the players. Because we had been ill the last few days as well, so I was knackered anyway, and I was just stood in the ground, just absolutely dying from the heat, the humidity, nowhere air conditioned, not the concourse was open air as well. So there's no way of escaping it. It was like being back in England when there's a heat wave.
And how was it all right in the seats? Like when you were sat there watching it, was it more of a breeze or was it just trying to get through it?
Yeah, every now and then you'd get a breeze come through and you'd hear everyone around you go, "Ooh." So other than that, it was pretty unbearable. I would say it's the hottest football game I've ever been to, but Tampa, the friendly against New Zealand was before the tournament was hotter, because that was no roof, right in the sun. At least we were in the shade kind of in this game.
And do you think you could see that on the pitch? Do that impacted?
Oh yeah. And I think the players said it kind of in their interviews after as well. not easy. It's a tough game. You could definitely see it in the way they were playing, a little bit slower. Reactions weren't quite there. And you'd imagine that's down to the fatigue from playing in like such extreme weather.
And obviously Bellingham made that point as well, specifically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And do you think then, like, what are you expecting? Because the next stadium, air conditioned, Atlanta, do you reckon that'll impact our game?
Well, we've played there already, so I, I I feel like we don't really have any excuses in terms of the weather there. The aircon again, like it'll be the third time we played in an aircon stadium this tournament. Like the temperature in there is absolutely fine. Like it is literally like walking into an air conditioned building when you step inside one of those stadiums.
That's nuts. How do they
Yeah,
that big?
yeah, I know. So like it
Can you
must.
see the air conditioning units in the stadium?
I've not actually looked for them, but maybe I'll have a look for them at this next game. I'll try and see if I can spot them. But so yeah, in terms of conditions, it should be absolutely fine. And my only thought is that in terms of rest and recovery for our players, being absolutely killed in that heat the other day, and then having a few days rest in Kansas, which is just going to be just as hot, and then they're going to have to make their way down. And I don't know, are the Argentinians going to deal with that better than us? Perhaps, but we've got better than them. So,
How are you feeling about Wednesday?
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's just that I think it's just going to be a nervy game. The in this tournament, and even the last World Cup, it's just they're going to be tough. They're going to be like a team of bouncers, and I just hope that our team's prepared for that and ready to face that, and always to go and fight for a win.
Nice. So I've got you quick fire round. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. So since we last spoke, best food.
Again, since we've last spoke, we've still been ill. So
Really still?
yeah. We're still really ill. So we've literally eaten like I've had like rice bowls and like just plain margaritas.
Colouring. I can't find the colouring books. What's a lovely message? Well written. They're in the cupboard. All of them are in that cupboard. Just come from it.
How do I find on the cupboard?
You just look. You can see it on the spines. Bobby, I'll be in 5 minutes. Okay. Or,
Mum.
yeah. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Let me just go and find the colour.
Yeah. No worries.
Come on then. Let's go find them quickly. Go on then. Very quickly. Come on. Sorry.
Sorry.
She now can write, so she writes me like negotiating letters. Right, let's go back and start that again then. We'll start from the quick fire.
Yeah.
Right, Harvey, it's time for your quick fire then. So, since we last spoke, best place you've eaten, or best food?
Yeah, so like I said, we've still been ill. So we've not really had much an appetite to go anywhere fancy. So I'll probably just go for some pizza place we watched the Argentina game in after the match the other day.
Okay, so no grasshoppers this time. No amazing pasta.
No, very boring this time. Very boring, yeah. Hopefully we'll go back to New York and I go to the same pasta place.
Yeah, exactly. Best goal?
I'll probably go for the one, I can't remember his name, but the one that Norway scored against us. I know it was probably a bit of a fluke, probably a cross, but it did just slam right into the top corner, didn't it?
Definitely a cross.
Yeah. But it is still like you can't knock it. It's still right in the top corner. So
best moment.
Cool. Yeah, going 2-1 up is the best moment. In added time, extra time. Sorry. You always know at that point we're going to probably win the game. We're going to hopefully see the game out, bring down Burnley on, and rest is history.
I was going to ask you, at what point did you feel like we've got this? Like, were you fairly confident from early on, or was there?
I said second half was quite dodgy. We weren't brilliant. I don't think it was a great game of football from either sides particularly. But But when it went to added time, extra time, I said to my dad, I said, there's still a goal in this game. I still think we're going to score. We're not great, but like we've got the quality. We create somewhat of chances, and I think we'll get a chance. And you like there should be a goal left in this game with the amount of fatigue and everything in it.
Nice. And best moment then?
Yeah, it's got to be going 2-1 up, doesn't it? To kind of see us into the semi-finals. That was a really good moment.
And did it feel like in that ground? Did it feel were the England fans confident at any point in time that we would win?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we were all confident in the away ends. There was a lot of nerves, a lot of shouting going on towards the pitch. I don't know, myself, I thought that once I went to added time, I thought there was still a goal left in that game. Ultimately, we do have more quality than them across the pitch and a better bench than them. So you would hope that the players we bring on create something, and Rodgers did do that with a nice shot, which the keeper kind of spilled out straight in front of Bellingham. So in the end, it was down to us creating more chances through substitutions. So I think we were pretty pleased with that.
Nice. And then biggest clanger for you then?
I mean, it's been the whole tournament, but it really shines now that we're having to look at the getting tickets for semi-finals and finals. So I'm going to go for FIFA again for their ticket prices and their scandalous behaviour. It's absolutely criminal. And I feel like a lot of England fans will feel the same way.
How do they feel the same way out there?
Yeah.
Like, around it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people out here feel the same way, but I'm sure there's a lot more people at home who feel the same way, and that's the reason they're at home, because they can't afford to be out here, which is a massive shame for people who have travelled across the whole world watching England for their whole life, and when it gets down to moments like this, they're priced out of it because FIFA's kind of exploiting that loyalty of fans.
Do you think that will change?
I hope it will change, but as long as Infantino's in, I don't think it will change. So I really hope that our kind of FA and the rest of Europe especially really push for a change in the president of FIFA.
Okay, and final question then. Do I dare ask what your score prediction is for Wednesday? Can I ask that, or is it?
I think it's going to be 2-2, and I think it will go all the way. I don't know if someone will snatch it at the end and add time. Or if it goes to penalties. If it goes to penalties, I think we've got the bottle. If it goes to penalties.
There you have it. Let's hopefully check in then after Wednesday.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope you have a good run. I hope you feel a bit more energized and rested by the time you have to take on Wednesday.
Yeah. Me too.
Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers.